forget everything you know about the end of the world. In this video, we're diving into the most underrated post-apocalyptic series from the last 5 years, the ones that didn't make the mainstream buzz, but absolutely deserve your attention. From frozen pandemics in Russia to deadly deserts in Korea, these stories explore survival, loss, and the brutal rebirth of humanity. If you think you've seen it all, think again. These hidden gems are streaming now in 2025, and they just might blow your mind. To the lake. Imagine that overnight everything ends. An epidemic of a mysterious disease breaks out in Moscow, which turns people into uncontrollable carriers of aggression. The authorities cannot cope with the crisis. Chaos, panic, and a brutal struggle for survival begin. The main characters, 2 families who previously barely tolerated each other, are forced to flee together to the north, towards an abandoned lake, where they may find refuge. Along the way, they must face not only the threat of the infected, but also the brutality of other people, winter, hunger, and growing tension within the group. To the Lake is a frighteningly realistic depiction of the end of the world with human dramas in the background, where danger lurks everywhere, not just outside. Available on Netflix. Tribes of Europa. Consider what would happen if Europe disintegrated into savage, warring tribes and the world as we know it disappeared without a trace. In the Tribes of Europa series, we move to the year 2074, where, following a global catastrophe, the continent has split into factions fighting for power, territory, and access to pre-collapse technology. At the center of the story are 3 siblings, Elja, Keanu, and Liv, who accidentally fall into possession of a mysterious technological cube. This artifact draws the attention of the most dangerous forces of the new Europe to them. Their peaceful lives end in an instant. They are separated, and each of them is sent to a different faction. From now on, their choices can affect the future of the entire continent, available on Netflix. Why? The Last Man. It was an ordinary day, until suddenly all the males on Earth just died. Every mammal with a Y chromosome dropped dead, except one, Yorick and his ampersand monkey. Panic gripped the world. Governments collapsed. Infrastructure stopped working. Society teetered on the brink of extinction. Yorick becomes not only the last man alive, but also a symbol and a target. Together with a mysterious agent nicknamed 355, he sets out on a journey through the devastated world to find answers, why he survived, and whether civilization can be rebuilt. Meanwhile, his mother, who has just assumed the office of US President, tries to maintain the remnants of order. Why? The Last Man is a story of survival, responsibility, and the chaos that ensues when half of humanity suddenly disappears. Available to rent on Amazon. Anna. It was a world without adults. A mysterious virus killed everyone who reached adulthood and left the children alone. In the midst of ruined Sicily lives, 13-year-old Anna, who after the death of her mother does everything to protect her younger brother Astor. Her only guide is an old notebook with advice left to her by her mother. When the boy disappears, Anna embarks on a journey full of danger to find him. On her way, she meets children who have created their own violent societies, full of violence, madness, and lack of rules. Forced to fight and make difficult decisions, Anna grows up faster than she should. It's a story of loss, determination, and hope in a world that ended before it began in earnest. Available to rent on Amazon. Black Knight. There's always something to surprise us, even the fact that an ordinary courier can become the last hope of humanity. In the Black Knight series, we move to the year 2071, where after a meteorite hit, the world has turned into a barren desert, and breathing without a mask is a death sentence. South Korea has been divided into social classes, and air is more valuable than gold. In this brutal world, there is an elite group of knights armed couriers who deliver not only packages, but also life. One of them is the legendary 5, 8, a man who begins to undermine the entire system. He is joined by a young refugee who dreams of becoming like him. Black Knight is a dynamic Korean tale of survival, struggle against the regime, and hope in a world where every breath can be the last. Available on Netflix. The apocalypse comes in many forms: viral outbreaks, collapsing governments, suffocating deserts, or a world ruled by children. But one thing connects them all: unforgettable stories of survival. If any of these titles caught your eye, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more dark discoveries. Because sometimes the best stories are the ones no one talks about.